Bingo! I think I found the problem. This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show, and I was showing you this program here in a previous video, this Xcorder, and I was having two problems with it right off the bat. One was I could not control the audio level when I was playing a file back. I would move this slider up to increase the volume, and the volume was fine, and I could hear the recording playing back, but then the slider would move down on its own, and so I couldn't keep the volume level up. The second problem I ran into is I couldn't open the help file. Well, for the second problem, it turns out that Microsoft Windows, after Windows XP, they started deleting the capability of reading help files. So you can install the program manually that will read help files. So I did that. And I got the help file from Microsoft website. And it did it via a patch. So I did the patch. I rebooted the computer, and it still couldn't read the help file. But this time it gave me a different error message. So I thought, I'm wondering, since this might be an old program, if it was developed under Windows XP. So I took the file, the help file, upstairs to my other computer that's running Windows XP, and sure enough, it was able to open the help file, and the help file was very helpful, but it pointed out the fact that this program was written for Windows XP and nothing above that. Which means that's probably the problem I'm having with controlling the audio level playback. And so I probably need to try that program, on a Windows XP system, which I have many, and people bug me sometimes. They say, why are you keeping this old computer with Windows XP and this other one over here with Windows 3.1? Well, this is the reason why. Because some of these programs were never updated beyond the operating system they were developed on, and therefore they won't work. I have many programs related to radios, that control radios or whatever, and they were only written for Windows XP. This is probably one of those. So I've got some real tiny little laptops that they're only about the size of my Satellite 500, maybe a little smaller, and they run Windows XP. I don't know how big the hard drives on them. They're not very big, but this program, if it works right, you don't need a big hard drive. And I could use that little laptop, micro laptop I'll call it, for that specific purpose. It's easy for me to say. So I'm going to give that a try. And I did see in the help file a mention of exactly what I wanted to do that I couldn't apparently do, was monitor the input level before I started to record. And you just do that by, there's a monitor button. You click on the monitor button and it lets you monitor the signal level, and therefore you can adjust that slider for the trip point of when the program starts recording. So it may still be what I'm looking for. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to run it under Windows XP. Now, I have been experimenting with another computer with this tray, this hard drive tray that you install in the computer, and then it allows you to easily install and remove drives from that tray. It actually has two slots. This one I got has two slots, and the one I got has a slot for a 3.5-inch drive and a 2.5-inch drive, but they must be oh gosh, I forgot the format, but the form factor as far as connector has to be the more recent form factor. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, so that's one of the reasons that I'm experimenting with that, so that I can have on a given hard drive, because I've got a bunch of little hard drives that I've gotten out of computers that people gave me for repair, and there was problems with the motherboard, so it just wasn't repairing, so I took the hard drive out, which was working. So I've got probably, a dozen hard drives. Small, of course, 40 gig, 60 gig maybe. And so I can experiment with that. So that's a whole different experiment. Anyway, I think I'm going to set up that little computer of mine. I'll use my camcorder to show you it operational, if I can get it operational. And I can get that slider to work under Windows XP. That's it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.